adore my 64, my Commodore 64.
Hello and welcome to a review and Let's Play from the Commodore 64 Appreciation Society. Today's game is Kid Grid, an arcade-style game developed by Artie Harootunian and published by Tronix. It was first released for Atari 8-bit computers in '82 and then ported to the C64 in 1983. This was one of Harootunian's first projects in what turned out to be a long and prolific career. He has credits on over 30 games and received a Lifetime Achievement Award from the International Game Developers Association in 2021. Tronix was a well-known publisher of games for Commodore and Atari in the early 80s. They had some success, but petered out only after a few years, and the name was later used as a budget label for Virgin Mastertronic. Kid Grid was largely inspired by the arcade game Amidar, which was developed by Konami and released in 1982. Amidar was the first game in the grid capture genre and was highly cloned in other arcade and home games. In Kid Grid, you take control of a character named, appropriately enough, Kid Grid. You start in the upper left corner of a board filled with a variety of rectangles. Each is outlined in a dotted line, and as you move over them, they turn solid. Your goal is to fill in each of the rectangles on the board. Trying to stop you are four neighborhood bullies: Moose, Thuggy, Squashface, and Muggy. They aren't the brightest bunch, but they're relentless, and each has their own tactic for chasing your character down. If they catch Kid Grid, he loses a life. Kid Grid starts each level with between 3 and 7 stuns, depending on the game's difficulty. These can be used to temporarily stop the bullies and allow you to pass right through them. Success in Kid Grid depends highly on using stuns at the right time, and running out of them is never a good thing. Once you fill a board, you move on to the next level. New levels have different configurations, and the game continues until you lose all your lives. The Commodore 64 Appreciation Society absolutely adores Kid Grid. It is fast, frantic, and addictive. It's perfect for a quick bite of arcade action, and the constant competition to beat your, or your friends' high scores provides almost infinite replayability. Others think it's great as well. In its review in May '84, Creative Computing magazine called it one of the most playable and addictive games around, and it is currently rated 7.3 at Lemon 64. With the history lesson out of the way, let's give it a try. I'll shut up so you can enjoy the sounds. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider leaving a like or subscribing. And if you have any of your own KidGrid stories, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. Hope to see you again.